our innovation in Greenko is driven at the top. We are able to provide 24/7 electricity at a cost comparable to a new coal-based power plant in India. The concept has always been there. Okay, it's a very old concept. It has been used in California and many other countries quite a lot. But using it in this context to decarbonize the grid, decarbonize the electricity is for the first time.
Welcome viewers to My Startup TV. We are at the High-Tech's exhibition ground where we are at the day 3 of the Industrial Innovation and Technology Expo 2023 organized by FTCCI in Hyderabad. Last 2 days has been quite exciting with a number of people coming in. The exhibitors have benefited from various connects. Today I have with me a very special guest, Dr. Babu, who specializes in sustainability, and he has got vast experience of 16 years in the sector. Currently, he's the advisor to Greenko Group, and also he's been the chairman for Forum for Sustainable Enterprise. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Dr. Babu Garu, let's start with understanding what Greenko Group is all about. We understand it with the name that Greenko means related to sustainability, but I would like you to throw light on what are the areas, what things you do as a company, as a group.
Yeah, our founders, Anil and Mahesh, about 15 years ago, came from Europe to India to explore the opportunities for environmentally benign technologies adoption. And they first looked at biomass utilization for generation of power, then later looked into the complete scope of renewable energy. And by 2018-19, we already had 7.5 gigawatt of operating renewable energy assets in India at different sites all over India. So we had hydro, we had solar, we had wind energy assets operating, and total capacity of these assets is around 7.5 gigawatt. We've grown organically and also inorganically. But we know one thing, that in India, if you want to power the country and its growth with renewables, it's extremely important to have energy storage, because renewables are variable. They generate power when the sun is there and when wind is there, or when the water is flowing. And the demand can be at a different time altogether. May it be industrial demand, may it be demand for residential activity or commercial activity.
And even location-wise, it might be different. Probably the generation might be in Himachal, but the demand might be in Mumbai or Telangana.
Absolutely. And that is the reason why, as the renewable energy share in the grid increases, grid gets into a problem because it cannot manage this renewable energy. Because grid has to supply power when the demand is there, and this guy puts in power when he generates the renewable energy. So it was extremely important for our country to develop energy storage, and we started our company, energy storage technologies, multiple energy storage technologies. They could be simple lithium-ion batteries to various other technologies. And after a significant amount of exploration, they zeroed in on some technology that is scalable and can be done in India within its own resources using the local skills. These are called pumped hydro storage, and they can be at a very large scale. In fact, near Kurnool, we are building 1.5 gigawatt of energy storage, pumped energy hydro storage capacity in India. And India, you can build this gigawatt scale storages basically because just like you could build gigawatt scale renewable energy power plants, our grid is quite integrated. We have an all India grid. That
When you
means-
say our, you're talking about Greenko Group.
No, India.
Indian. Okay.
Indian grid.
Indian.
Since Indian grid is completely spread all over the country, okay, and it's very well integrated, I can produce renewable energy at a point and have my renewable energy stored in a pumped storage about 1,000 kilometers away. And my demand point could be in another 1,000 kilometers away, okay, where I can serve the demand.
So
Yeah.
So basically, a wind energy generated, let's say in Rajasthan, can be used somewhere in Chennai just because you have that kind of, the grid is well connected.
Absolutely.
And as Greenko, what the value add you're bringing to this whole, the grid existing and the demand is the fact that you have energy storage, which is your
Yeah.
core, right?
Yeah. And the intelligent energy platform, okay, which will be able to understand where is the demand, where is the storage, and where is the generator. After all, when I actually implement the system, I will not have one generator.
Yes.
I will have multiple generators. I will have one storage point and possibly multiple demand points. So this intelligent energy, renewable energy platform will be able to actually allocate, okay, the resources, generating resources to the demand side resources, to the storage resources.
Okay.
And we are building multiple storage resources, not just in one in Pinnapuram, but at least a few more such projects are coming all over India.
So just to talk a little bit more about the storage, is my understanding correct that it's very unique that you have built, which is not just relevant to the technology and the concept is coming out of India, emerging from India itself. Is my understanding right?
The concept has always been there. Okay, it's a very old concept. It has been used in California and many other countries quite a lot. But using it in this context to decarbonize the grid, decarbonize the electricity is for the first time. And using it in a context of integrated grid, national level integrated grid, is quite a good concept. And also, out of this, we are able to provide 24/7 electricity at a cost comparable to a new coal-based power plant in India. That means we are providing renewable energy when you want renewable energy, not when I produce renewable energy. When you want renewable energy, I can give you renewable energy at a cost
Which is from a coal-based.
which is like a new coal-based power plant in India. So we are almost come to a situation because of the Greenko's innovation that there is no reason, no financial and economic reason to actually India to pursue new coal-based power plants.
And that adds to that kind of helps India achieve its emission
Paris Climate Agreement goals.
So that's quite interesting, and I would like to understand a little more about the Greenko's in-house innovation culture and what do you have, because that would be of interest to a lot of students who are there here. They would be able to connect with it. So if you can talk about the kind of innovation culture you have, plus how much do you invest as a company into innovation, and what's your next coming up?
Our innovation in Greenko is driven at the top. Our both founders, Anil and Mahesh, if you go to their office, most of the time they are talking about or exploring new kind of solution. Okay, it could be actually making green chemicals or making green fuels. They spend, in my opinion, more than 30 to 40% of the time in exploring new decarbonizing options. Okay, I clearly see that on the match to make this pumped hydro storage option, they spent about a year or two exploring, discussing with various experts, etc., and made this option come into fruition. Beyond that, because you have a 24/7 energy, renewable energy, they looked into the electrolyzer. They are considering or actually start making it happen. Local manufacturing of alkaline electrolyzers, which are actually best they are best working in 24/7 environment, and they are less expensive. Before, they could not be used basically because the power was not 24/7. It was a variable power. The alkaline electrolyzer, which is less expensive, now could be used because I have a cost-effective 24/7 power. And then they have an architecture today. Greenko has an architecture today of producing green hydrogen, possibly at a cost bordering in and about $3 per kg, which is one of the lowest across the globe.
Very commendable.
Since we have that possibility of having the green hydrogen at a optimal cost or a good cost, good price, we are able to get into or consider manufacturing green ammonia. Very soon we will have a 3 million ton capacity of producing green ammonia in India and export it to Europe. And similarly, we have plans for green methanol, green or sustainable aviation fuel. So we are into green fuels and green chemicals because we have a green hydrogen architecture which is quite cost effective. So if I really look into what is India's decarbonization goals under Paris Agreement and how Greenko can contribute from the business plans that we are implementing today, okay, we can almost contribute to 5% of the India's decarbonization goals under Paris Climate Agreement.
That is, substantial impact you're creating, for the India's target and then leading to the global one.
Global.
So, what next for Greenko? What's your next vision as a company?
As a company, I think we are definitely wanting to build more and more storage capacities and match that with the renewable energy capacities being built by others or by us. Okay, and then be able to supply to India's growth, fuel the India's growth with green electricity, which is reliable, affordable, and also clean.
And also you are helping, with Indian forex not going out, which is very important.
Yeah.
Also, you're also, the Make in India thing is done. So you kind of taking many check boxes out there, for the country. Now, one of the things that you regularly hear about is the skill, human resource. Are there any challenges in that area? And if yes, how's Greenko addressing it?
We have been, as we grew, we have been facing this challenge of having the adequate skills to support our growth of renewable assets. And we have been internally managing it and with a lot of efforts, a lot of training, etc., etc. But what more importantly we have done very recently is that we look at the sustainability and decarbonization, energy transition and industrial transformation as a huge opportunity for India's knowledge workforce. So we need to equip ourselves with the skills and the knowledge so that we become the brain power for the global decarbonization and industrial transformation. So we have worked with IIT Hyderabad and founded a school, Greenko School of Sustainability. It will run, to begin with, an MTech program in sustainable engineering and also doctorate programs in sustainable engineering. And subsequently, these will be offered as a minor degrees in BTech in IIT Hyderabad, and it will also be replicated in other engineering colleges. We see that nurturing this talent around sustainable engineering and harnessing this opportunity of knowledge and skills across the globe, this opportunity could be as big or even larger than the IT opportunity that we had for India.
Oh, is that what you're thinking? So this will become the next big, employment generator and also
Absolutely. We look at that. We look at that way. Basically, see, in IT, globally, in the last 3 decades, we were trying to reorganize information. And with decarbonization and industrial transformation, we need to reorganize the way that we produce energy and the way we produce materials. Information is a simpler thing. Reorganizing energy, reorganizing materials will call for much larger change.
it needs to be connected. You need to connect every geography point, isn't it?
Everything.
And that just not as in wind, you're in solar, hydro. So it needs to cover not just the geographical point, but also up in the sky,
as
down.
we go
Right?
forward, our mobility, our transportation systems should be supported by renewable electricity.
Yes.
Our transportation system should be supported by hydrogen or a fuel cell. And our steel has to be green. Our cement has to be green. Maybe we don't produce cement the way that we are producing today. Our chemicals have to be green. Our plastics have to be green. So we cannot net zero transformation by 2050 means the way that we are producing cement, steel, plastics, the cars.
So it's impacting every part of the industries and manufacturing and life.
Change. And for that, you require new knowledge and skills. Can India become one of the important resources for the globe in this new knowledge and new skills?
And that is where education institutions and industries like you, companies like you have to come together and kind of, roll out that roadmap, isn't it?
That is how the Greenko School at IIT Hyderabad will work. And as you are asking about our innovation investments, we are also investing into various laboratories. We work with CMET to develop recycling technologies. CMET is in Hyderabad. And we also work with various other research institutions to develop various technologies. As I said, at our top level, on a continuous basis, we are exploring what are the new ways of decarbonization and what are the new ways of industrial transformation. So innovation is a very, very important part of it. Okay, we are actually supporting 75 student entrepreneurs. We are conducting at present a competition across the country, and we will select 75 student entrepreneurs by August 15th. That is the 75th year of independence of India. And we will fund those 75 student entrepreneurs. This program is called BUILD, and it is done along with the IIT Hyderabad's innovation program. So overall, I am saying innovation is absolutely essential for our business, and we have a good focus on it, and we are working on it.
There are many congratulations on that, sir. And my next question would have been that how Greenko is working or has plans to work with startups, because a lot of startups are currently in the in the sustainability space. Good to know that you're going to work with students. Any plans of acquiring any startups which are into sustainability, or working with, collaborating with, or offering them access to your labs or innovations so that they can also build solutions and help you in the journey, or you help them in the journey? Any plans on that, sir? With working with Indian startups which are involved in sustainability?
Yeah. As of now, the initiatives that we have taken, I already explained. We are working with the
Students.
innovation system at IIT Hyderabad, which not only does with students but also with entrepreneurs outside, startups outside. And this particular program of 75 student entrepreneurs is only for students. Only for students. But similarly, we are also working with CMET, developing technologies and transferring those technologies to entrepreneurs, etc. So we have that interest. We know that existing technologies can only go that far.
Yes.
And you need to innovate breakthrough innovation and disruptive innovation to be able to do the remaining last mile.
And that comes from the next gen entrepreneurs, isn't it?
Next gen entrepreneurs.
Because they kind of think outside the box.
And at the top, again, I want to emphasize, our founders are on a continuous lookout, not only for solutions, but also working with breakthrough solutions coming out of enterprises, startups, etc. Yes, we are in touch with. As and when such ideas come to us, we evaluate and we want to work with that ecosystem.
So, sir, today is the last day, third day of the Industrial Innovation Technology Expo 2023, and this is the premier one, first one organized by FTCCI. How's been your experience? You just walk around.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, really. I see a lot of enthusiasm, and I also see the exhibitors themselves. And a few of the exhibitors are really wonderful things that they are doing. And there is one entrepreneurial group from IIT Chennai. There is one from T-Works, and many more solutions. I think a lot of enthusiasm. I hope this will continue and grow. And Hyderabad seeming to become a innovation hub as a city. It appears that way.
I think yes, I agree with you. We have been going to many. We continuously keep covering many startup events and business events, and we can feel that. There's a lot of buzz here, a lot of things happening.
Absolutely.
People coming. It's kind of becoming a melting pot for everybody.
Absolutely. It is not just
business.
IT.
Yes.
It's not just IT.
It's cutting across sectors.
Cutting
yes.
across sectors. Yeah. I see that.
Thank you, Dr. Babu Garu. Thank you very much for being on our show.
Thank
we
you.
hope to see you again
Definitely.
sometime soon.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.